So how much will your total closing costs be if you were to purchase a $200,000 house in central New York? The biggest hack that I have for this, in disclosure, I'm not a mortgage lender. I would obviously talk with a mortgage lender. But if your real estate agent doesn't at least know how to do this simple breakdown and give you ballpark numbers, find a new agent. So $200,000, that's the purchase price. So that's how much the house costs, $200,000. A lot of first-time home buyers, and with houses being so expensive nowadays, 3.5%, 5%, I mean, at most 5% conventional is probably the route you're gonna go. So if you're doing 5% down payment, that would be for the loan. And we're in New York State. Our closings take about 60 to 90 days if you're financing. The best part is you don't get an actual closing date until about 3 days before closing. So that's another fun part about buying and selling in New York State. But the biggest thing, because we have to work with attorneys, this whole closing cost situation, there's other fees involved. So not only our 5% down payment are we gonna have to make, I like to average in around 6% for closing costs on top of the down payment. This makes numbers super simple, and like I said, this is no way, shape, or form accurate to the exact dollar amount. This should give you a pretty decent ballpark. But for a $200,000 house, $200,000 purchase price, we have about 11% that we're gonna multiply it by to give us our total closing costs. And I'm not a math magician, but I'm almost positive this is 22K. So like I said, this is just to buy the property. So in order to close on the house for $22,000, you will need to bring to the closing table in order to purchase a $200,000 house. Now here's where it gets interesting. In New York State, you need to put down a minimum of $1,500 or $1,500 for a earnest money deposit. So like we just talked about, 5% a lot of times is your typical minimum conventional loan. Some of them do go lower than that. But let's say if we're doing that 5% down, a lot of times we're only gonna do $1,500 for a deposit. So